Forest landscapes are much more than just trees. They are vital in preserving the water cycle, controlling soil erosion, and protecting biodiversity. Forests are one of the world's best defenses against climate change because they store huge amounts of carbon. But forest cover around the world continues to shrink. Deforestation and forest degradation account for nearly 20% of global greenhouse gas emissions. This is more than the greenhouse gas emissions from the entire global transportation sector. It also disproportionately affects the rural poor and reduces their resilience to unexpected climate change impacts. The Bonn Challenge is a global effort to bring 150 million hectares of degraded and deforested land into restoration by 2020 and 350 million hectares by 2030. Underlying the Bonn Challenge is the forest landscape restoration approach, which aims to restore ecological integrity and improve human well-being through multifunctional landscapes. In Asia, India and Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province have committed to the Bonn Challenge, in addition to the first private sector pledge from Asia Pulp and Paper, based in Indonesia.
The reason why we are keen on this to participate in this challenge is that it complements an initiative that has already been announced, which is the Green Pakistan program. It's a massive afforestation program. Pakistan's forest cover is still very low. It is only 5%. We need to add to that figure.
My feeling about the Bonn Challenge, particularly with respect to India, is that delivering on improved forestation in our country, restoring old ones, degraded ones, and planting new ones, is extremely important for us.
The Bonn Challenge provides a very strong global linkage and global recognition to a local effort. And that provides a lot of value and a lot of ownership at the local level.
The importance of forest, both restoration and improving our forest resources, is extremely important. Forests are important for our water cycles and for our genetic resources, for our flow of nutrients and biogeochemical cycles. In India, it is very easy to calculate that forests, both in the hills and in the plains and coastal areas, are of extremely high value.
Pakistan is a country which is very low in forest cover, but it's also a country which is deforesting at a very rapid rate. At the same time, it is one of the countries which is on the forefront of climate change. So forest restoration actually provides it a lifeline. It provides a very strong tool against climate change.
Pakistan is 7th on the list of countries which are most vulnerable to the adverse effects of climate change. Forestation has benefits in terms of watershed management, in terms of carbon capture, in terms of improving the livelihoods of the forest communities. Soil conservation. To increase the forest cover is a national aim.
Well, the Bonn Challenge Pledge actually helps us achieve our targets on the MDGs and the SDGs, as well as the Paris Climate Agreement.
So the global challenge is bringing together the different sectors of society, the governments and the corporations and civil society, together in a way that pulls in the same direction. And above all, they give you a sense of achievement when you get close to them.
It is an important part of the mitigation efforts that we are making under our national climate change policy. And we want to implement it to show to the world that we are not only helping ourselves in terms of mitigating the adverse effects of climate change, but are also implementing our international obligations in terms of the United Nations Framework Conventions, the RED Plus initiative, and also the Aichi biodiversity targets.
The Bonn Challenge has been very valuable, and in many countries it has had this enormous impact already. And now it is my hope that in addition to India and Pakistan, other countries in Asia will also make their pledges very soon. Forests are virtually the basis of life. The Bonn Challenge should, in fact, be a guiding light in our future forestation policies.